So this is a bit sad, but it's been going on since 2024. Yeah, Ireland signed statement condemning Israeli West Bank plan. But it goes all the way back to 2024. Why Israel is closing its embassy in Ireland and what will happen next. It's sad. That happened in 2024. No timeline yet for departure from Ballsbridge building that the country has used since 1996. So it's just interesting that, Ireland is in the news and they are standing with the Palestinians. That shouldn't surprise anybody. Ireland was helping the Nazis. So you should expect they would stand with the Palestinians. And if you want to know who the main culprit is for this fall their country is doing, well, it's none other than the Catholic Church. The highest religious denomination in Ireland is the Roman Catholic Church, yes, the seat of Satan. According to the 2022 census, about, let's just say 70% of the population in the Republic of Ireland identified as Catholic. I think there's like innocent people. It's hard to say innocent, but I think older people who, wouldn't understand a lot of what I'm saying because they're older. But I think there's a ton of Marxists that are Catholic parishioners. I do. You just probably don't realize it. If you go to that church, that is. It's a false church. So this is what happens. So I had said recently, I'm like, I guess we're going to have to save the West. I don't know that we're going to. I mean, these other West countries, like Europe and Ireland, they need to just, face their consequences at this point. Will get their people out that haven't gone down this track, but the Catholic Church is what has condemned all of you. It is. This is because you won't be on the right side of anything. I mean, standing with the jihadists, which is like the majority of the Palestinians, is standing with the Nazis. But that's what the Roman Catholic Church did. That's what Ireland did. So it's the same old song and dance. It's just this time, God will separate it and say, no, they're going to stay that way. I wanted to mention something because I keep coming across people doing videos about how we're in the season of the beast. Yeah, so, and then they like to say that means that we've already, the 1,000-year, God's 1,000-year reign, that's before he judges everybody, but he has a 1,000-year reign on earth. They're trying to say that happened already. No, the same, because after the 1,000-year reign, God releases the beast one last time before judgment to see who else is going to keep getting played, okay? But that same beast is running around before the millennial kingdom too. It's just that during the 1,000-year millennial kingdom, he's locked up. And then he's released again one last time. Then God starts opening the books. Come on up. Yep. So everybody's saying that, no, we're living in the season of the beast, so the millennial kingdom must have happened long before we were born. No, the same beast energy before the millennial kingdom will be the same when God releases the beast that last time. So that doesn't mean we're in the season of the beast. It just means we've been living under the wicked one, as Jesus said. Okay? So I wanted to clear that up because I keep coming across videos that are saying that. Look, don't think you're sitting pretty by, I'm going to get to be in the millennial kingdom and not judged. You'll be separated. Yeah. Even though God won't judge, there'll be a separation. So like what Ireland's doing, it's like God's going to just isolate them then. And I think he'll do it with Europe too, because Europe, Ireland, all these people that supported the Nazis are not going to, no. God, did you not think that God was going to eventually avenge that? Come on. 6 million Jews? Oh, yes, he would. Most especially because they're Jews. Because he said it would happen. Yeah, you read the Old Testament, it's very clear how bad the torture will be done. God knew that, huh? Of course he did. Irish support for Palestinians stands firm despite Israeli anger. Israel may have withdrawn its ambassador, but Irish support for Palestinians is deep-rooted. Way to go, Ireland. Yeah. Woohoo, you. You do you. You keep heading down that Nazi road. And they won't see it. Most of these people that are all this free Palestine, yeah, what they need to just start saying is the truth. What you really mean is free the jihadists so they can kill everybody in the West. Yeah, and that's not going to happen. So, a ton of the Palestinians are just jihadists. So, they're not these, poor innocent, yeah, please. So, but this shouldn't surprise anybody. The Catholic Church is the dominant religion there. That's always not good. It really is. If you look at any church or any country, we have the Catholic Church here, but the Protestants run like parallel to them. It's like a 50-50. And then, of course, there's other denominations, but I'm saying for the main, Christian denominations, the Protestants have managed to keep it a 50-50. So because of that, the seed of Satan, the Catholic Church, never has gotten too dominant here. But that's what Kennedy's goal was. And where was Kennedy from? Ireland. Where's Steve Bannon from? The same place the Kennedys in Ireland came from. The same place Anne Dunham, Barack baby Baraka, Mommy is from. Mm-hmm. All the county of Tipperary. Mm-hmm. So do you see, this is the reason I keep bringing this up. Okay, because this was planned. Yeah, so Tom Maboya, who was the one pushing for us to have to pay for these Kenya students to come here. Yeah. He went to the State Department first, and they said, no, we're not going to pay for your students to come here. If they have scholarships, they're going to have to, pay their own way. So the State Department said no and advised against it. But Kennedy, the Kennedys do whatever the hell they want. I mean, look at Ted Kennedy. Do people remember Ted? I mean, for those that are old enough. I mean, Ted Kennedy was in the damn Congress for 47 years. He died there. But that was the Kennedy's goal, to get into all sorts of office. And they play it like, we should serve others because we've been a privileged family. No, you just wanted control. That's what they did. That's why they're everywhere. So Tom Maboya says, okay, State Department's not going to give us money, so we're going to head on over to JFK. And JFK was like, yeah, let me get the checkbook out and write you that $100,000 right now. Why? Well, because it was going to bring Barack Obama Sr. And who were they going to hook Barack Obama Sr. up with? Well, good old Ann Dunham, who just happens to be from the same place that Steve Bannon's ancestry is from. County of Tipperary, same place the Kennedys are from, the same country that supported the Nazis, the same country that hates Jews. I don't want to say everybody in Ireland, but a big majority of them. And what is their major religion? Catholicism. What was Kennedy? Catholic. What is Bannon? Catholic. Do you see? This is why this was all designed. So that they could get somebody because Senior was, obviously from Kenya, full-blooded Kenya, mixing with, not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it was designed and planned that way. So that's why Obama has lines to a few presidents, is because of his mama, who was always serving the Nazi party there or the Nazi country, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, really, Ireland, I don't think we would have ever expected this from you, but it's in their history. So I think God's going to separate them. That's what he'll do. So even if you think, hey, I'm safe, I got a whole 1,000 years before God judges me, yeah, but God will separate you. Yeah, doesn't mean you'll be liking it, because look, just because we have all these laws and stuff, I mean, any laws that God doesn't like, he doesn't care what your lawyers say. No, they'll just be abolished, and he'll take whatever he wants from you because he created it. So, yeah. So you see, this is the same thing, the same problem. It's why all of the people, mainly many of them here in America, like Bannon and others, that are Irish, are going after Israel and AIPAC. It all has a pattern. Slithery.